News Hour, I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj, and India celebrates Tribal Pride Day on Wednesday. This year, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Jharkhand's capital Ranchi and the museum that celebrates the life of great tribal leader Birsa Munda and the tribal freedom fighters of India.
15th of November is celebrated as the National Tribal Pride Day. This day also marks the birth anniversary of the tallest tribal leader Birsa Munda. This year, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be visiting Jharkhand, his birthplace, to pay tribute to the great man. It was in Ranchi where Birsa Munda laid down his life fighting against British and for the tribal rights and freedom of India. This jail, which functioned till 2010, is now converted into a museum. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit the museum on 15th of November and pay floral tributes to Bhagwan Birsa Munda. The museum also showcases the life and history of the tribal leader, his journey from his younger days to his freedom struggle. Not just this, the museum also depicts the tribal culture and their way of life for people from across the country to come and witness the life and history of tribal India.
जनजातीय शहीद संग्रहालय ही है, लेकिन अब आदिवासियत को हम व्याख्यायित करेंगे तो पूरे आदिवासी जीवन को हमने दिखाने की कोशिश की है। उनके पूरा जन्म से लेके नामकरण से लेके और अंतिम संस्कार की बातें भी वहां कही गई हैं। आप घूम के देखेंगे तो उनके सारे कर्मा, सरहुल, सोहराय सब पर्व त्योहार के बारे में वहां बताया गया है।
The prison also preserved the barrack number 4 where Birsa Munda was imprisoned and eventually laid down his life inside the same room. The barrack number 4 has also been converted into resting place for Birsa Munda.
On 15th of November every year, India celebrates the National Tribal Pride Day, a day where tribal leaders are paid respect throughout the country. This year, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be visiting Ranchi and will also visit this very same museum where Birsa Munda, a tall tribal leader who is also regarded as one of the tallest of all the tribal leaders in India, has sacrificed his life here fighting the British. From Ranchi, this is Dibyendu Model for DD India.
And DD India correspondent Dibyendu Model joins us from Ranchi. Dibyendu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting Jharkhand, where he will be visiting birthplace of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. What's the latest you're getting for us?
Well, Siddharth, remember the Prime Minister is already in Ranchi. He has arrived here last night. He had done a road show here in Ranchi. We are on our way to Ulihatu, which is the birthplace of Birsa Munda, and Prime Minister is expected to visit the same birthplace of Lord Birsa Munda by about 10:30 in the morning today. But before he visits the birthplace, he will be going to the museum at about 9:30 in the morning, where he will be there for about 15 minutes. He will also pay floral tributes to Birsa Munda at barrack number 4, where Birsa Munda laid down his life fighting the British. From there, he will, of course, as I said, he will be coming down to Ulihatu, which is about 50 kilometers from the state capital, Ranchi. He will also be meeting with the families of Birsa Munda. There are two great grandson of Birsa Munda who currently resides in the Ulihatu village, right next to the same very house where Birsa Munda was born in 1857. So he will also be talking to other tribal family members of Birsa Munda who are here. After that, Prime Minister will, of course, go to Khunti, which is again about 30 kilometers from the state capital, Ranchi, where he will address a mega rally, and he will announce several schemes from that particular rally.
Well, certainly, Dibyendu, Prime Minister will also launch Pradhan Mantri, particularly Vulnerable Tribal Groups Development Mission. Tell us something about that.
Well, this particular mission will be launched. Remember, before I go into the details, this particular mission was announced in the 2023-24 budget. This is about 24,000 crore outlay was earmarked in the budget, and the Prime Minister is going to launch this, formally launch this scheme on a day, remember, when the world, in fact, the world and the nation is celebrating National Pride, Tribal Pride Day. And this mission is all about schemes that will benefit and that will that talks about the welfare of the tribal community across the country. There are several tribal communities who are living in very poor conditions. So this huge outlay of money that the Prime Minister and several schemes which in conjunction with several other schemes from various ministries will benefit the tribal community not only in Jharkhand but across India. So this particular scheme also talks about giving electricity connection, internet connection, digital connections, and also digital literacy as well as skill development to the tribal community across the country. The community which had been neglected for years will now benefit from this mega scheme which will be announced by the Prime Minister this afternoon.
All right, Dibyendu, thanks for your analysis. Now,